Well, hey there, and welcome back for another Secondhand Opinions video. I'm Jason Alderman, the internet's favorite fat mouth, fat ass, brain, and fat stacks about facts. And not long ago, we saw a little plot out there in the eastern end of America where somebody was trying, I guess a handful of people, 6 people were arrested under a plot to try and kidnap Governor Whitmer, and 7 more people were arrested under a plot to attack the police in some fashion or another. I forget exactly all the details of that story. But I told you before that they're going to escalate. And, I mean, you shouldn't have assumed that I was talking about Republicans or Donald Trump specifically or alone, because they're not the ones pissing people off, lying to the American populace, putting these unconstitutional lockdowns over COVID, yada, 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 yada. The people getting pissed off are the people who put their faith in the Democrats and have had absolutely no water to be held with that faith. Let's go over here to Fox News and take a look at what's going on now. Maryland man charged after note discovered threatening televised execution of Grandpa Biden and Harris. Jack Reed faces up to 5 years in prison for the alleged threat. A Maryland man is facing federal charges for allegedly threatening the lives of Democratic presidential nominee Joe Biden and his running mate Senator Kamala Harris, D. California, in a handwritten note left at the home of Biden-Harris supporter. According to an affidavit signed by the U.S. Secret Service Special Agent Emily Zagone on October 4, James Dale Reed, 42, left a note on the doorstep of a home in Frederick, Maryland, that graphically detailed a plot against the Democratic candidates. "When we capture Grandpa Biden, we will all severely beat him to the point of death," the note said, according to the affidavit. It then went on to describe a plan to sexually assault Harris. The grand end of the plot was for both of them to be executed on national television. Well, that's pretty fucking sick there, folks. And he says all, so there's going to be the implication that there's at least more than him involved in this plot. "We take these types of threats extremely seriously," Maryland U.S. Attorney Robert K. Herr said in a statement. "Such threats to commit violence are illegal and have no place in our democracy, and we will hold accountable those who make them. We are grateful for the assistance of the City of Frederick Police Department and to citizens who provided tips that ultimately led to Mr. Reed's arrest and these federal charges." Investigators observed video of a person recorded by a door camera and received a tip that led them to Reed, prosecutors said. Someone who knows Reed then viewed the video and identified him. Reed denied involvement when investigators questioned him on October 13, only to admit to writing and delivering the note 2 days later, Herr's office said. Prosecutors charged Reed with 1 count of threats against a major candidate for president and vice president, which carries a maximum penalty of 5 years in prison. Well, ladies and gents, not like I want to defend Biden or Harris, and I don't really care on a personal level if something terrible happens to them. I do care that this doesn't happen to people in America. Let's be real, it's ridiculous and crazy. You can't go out there making plots like this and scheming and doing crazy stuff like this, guys. It's just not going to fly. You're going to get in trouble. My suggestion is to start playing ball for the American people instead of against the American people and using their goodwill and faith against them in an effort to hurt them and monetize it. That might get you off a few more hooks than doing the crazy stuff you've been doing. Let's all pretend like our opinions matter. Leave them in the comments below. And remember, this is social media, so do all the things.